In this video, we're diving into why Alex Pereira's dominance in the octagon is unlike anything we've seen before. How did he rise to the top so quickly? What unique skills does he bring that make him a nightmare for his opponents? And most importantly, why is he being hailed as the current MVP of UFC? We'll break down his key fights, analyze his unmatched striking power, and explore what's next for the fighter who's taken the UFC by storm. Stay tuned to see why Pereira is the name everyone's talking about. All the information we'll be covering in this video is sourced directly from the official CBS Sports website, ensuring that you're getting accurate and up-to-date details. Alex Pereira's rapid rise to the top of the UFC can be attributed to several key factors, with his exceptional talent, relentless drive, and willingness to seize opportunities playing central roles. Pereira, who transitioned to MMA after an illustrious career in glory kickboxing, has made a significant impact in just a short time within the UFC. His journey to becoming one of the most talked about fighters in the sport has been marked by his ability to step up in critical moments, even under challenging circumstances. One of the standout moments in Pereira's UFC career was his performance at UFC 300, where he stepped in on short notice to fight Jamahal Hill, despite nursing a pair of broken toes. This victory not only solidified his status as a top contender, but also highlighted his willingness to fight through adversity, something that has endeared him to fans and the UFC alike. His ability to deliver spectacular performances, even under less than ideal conditions, has made him a reliable and exciting figure in the sport. Pereira's success is not just about his physical abilities, but also his mindset. At 36 years old, he is acutely aware of the limited time he has left in his fighting career. This awareness drives him to take risks and capitalize on opportunities, regardless of the potential consequences. He has acknowledged that while some may view his decisions as risky, particularly when fighting with injuries, he sees them as necessary steps to achieve his goals. Pereira's willingness to fight anyone across two weight divisions further showcases his dedication and desire to make the most of his time in the UFC. Another key factor in Pereira's rapid ascent is his ability to generate viral moments and future box office hits for the UFC. Even in defeat, such as when he lost the UFC middleweight title back to Israel Adesanya, Pereira managed to create a moment that captured the attention of fans and media alike. This ability to keep people talking, regardless of the outcome, has made him an invaluable asset to the UFC, even in a system where everyone is technically replaceable. In addition to his in-ring success, Pereira's profile outside the octagon has also risen significantly. He has become an ambassador for the sports betting website Stake and has headlined 4 pay-per-view events in less than 4 years, including twice at the iconic Madison Square Garden in New York. His growing influence in the sport and his ability to attract attention on a global scale suggests that Pereira could soon become a household name if he continues on his current trajectory. Pereira's background in glory kickboxing, where he was a 2-division champion, has given him an edge that few fighters can match. His striking power, precision, and tactical approach to fighting are what set him apart in the UFC, making him one of the most dangerous competitors in the sport. One of the most distinctive skills Pereira possesses is his striking ability. Coming from a kickboxing background, Pereira has honed his striking to an elite level. His power is devastating, as evidenced by his record in the UFC, where 6 of his 7 wins have come by knockout. Pereira's striking is not just about raw power, it's about timing, accuracy, and the ability to read his opponent's movements. This combination allows him to land shots that end fights, often in spectacular fashion. His knockout power is so feared that even opponents who are known for their toughness have fallen to his strikes. Pereira's precision in striking is another key factor that makes him so formidable. He doesn't just throw punches and kicks wildly. Each strike is calculated with the intent to do maximum damage. This precision comes from years of experience in kickboxing, where the margin for error is slim and fighters must be extremely accurate to succeed. In the UFC, this skill translates into Pereira being able to pick apart his opponents, finding openings that others might miss, and exploiting them ruthlessly. His ability to land precise strikes, especially in high-pressure situations, is a significant reason why he has been so successful in the octagon. Beyond his striking, Pereira's mental toughness and adaptability are also crucial to his success. Fighting at the highest levels of both kickboxing and MMA requires not only physical skills, but also the ability to stay calm under pressure and adjust to the flow of the fight. Pereira has shown time and again that he can adapt to different opponents and situations, whether he's fighting a grappler, a striker, or someone who mixes both styles. This adaptability makes him incredibly difficult to prepare for because he doesn't rely on just one approach to win his fights. Opponents must be ready for anything when they step into the cage with Pereira, which adds an extra layer of difficulty to facing him. Pereira's willingness to fight through adversity also sets him apart. In the UFC, where injuries and setbacks are common, Pereira has shown that he can push through pain and still perform at a high level. His recent fight with Jamahal Hill, where he competed with broken toes, is a testament to his toughness and determination. This ability to fight through injury not only makes him a tough opponent, but also mentally drains his adversaries, who know that they are facing someone who won't back down, no matter the circumstances. Alex Pereira's unique skill set, combining elite striking, precision, mental toughness, adaptability, and physical attributes, makes him one of the most dangerous fighters in the UFC. His ability to control fights, land devastating blows, and maintain composure under pressure has turned him into a nightmare for anyone who steps into the octagon with him. As he continues to evolve and refine his skills, Pereira is likely to remain a top contender and a feared opponent in the UFC. Alex Pereira is being hailed as the current MVP of the UFC for several compelling reasons that go beyond just his impressive fighting record. His impact on the sport is multifaceted, encompassing not only his in-cage performances, but also his ability to draw attention, step up in critical moments, and deliver when the UFC needs him the most. Pereira's record in the UFC also speaks volumes about his value to the organization. In just 8 fights, he has amassed a 7, one record with 6 of those wins coming by knockout. This level of success in such a short period is rare, especially considering the caliber of opponents he has faced. Pereira has defeated some of the biggest names in the sport. His ability to consistently win against top competition has not only earned him titles in 2 divisions, but also made him a must-watch fighter every time he steps into the octagon. Another factor contributing to Pereira's MVP status is his ability to generate viral moments and significant buzz for the UFC. Even in defeat, such as when he lost the UFC middleweight title back to Israel Adesanya, Pereira created a moment that resonated with fans and kept his name in the conversation. This knack for creating memorable moments, whether through his victories or his engaging personality, has made him one of the most marketable and influential fighters in the UFC. The UFC thrives on fighters who can draw attention and keep fans engaged, and Pereira has proven himself to be one of the best in this regard. Pereira's attitude and approach to his career also reflect why he is viewed as the UFC's MVP. At 36 years old, he is aware that his time in the sport is limited, which drives him to make the most of every opportunity. He is willing to take risks that others might avoid, such as fighting while injured, because he understands the importance of capitalizing on the moments he has left. This mindset, coupled with his impressive skill set and track record of success, makes Pereira a unique and invaluable asset to the UFC. Alex Pereira has proven himself to be a force in the UFC with his unmatched skills, fearless attitude, and ability to step up when it counts the most. Whether he's knocking out top contenders or fighting through injuries, Pereira continues to show why he's the MVP of the UFC right now. But his journey is far from over, and there's no telling what he'll achieve next. So, if you've enjoyed this deep dive into Pereira's rise, make sure to stick around and stay tuned for more updates on his career. You won't want to miss what's coming next.